But today's gonna be a fun day. Either way that we don't have one person, losing my voice a little. Either way that we're missing one person, still won't change anything. Oh,
Yeah.
what's up, Matt?
There he is. There is the man in the room. Gavin is with us this weekend. Here we go, Gavin. Get yourself on set. Here we go, Gavin. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Feeling gouged
I'm
with my homeboy.
feeling good.
Gouged with my homeboy.
Well, all right. Let's get started. Let's dive into March Madness. How y'all feeling about that?
Great. But can we just talk about the matching shirts right now? Like,
Yes, sir. And we got matching cups at Buc-ee's. Hey,
Looks kind of fire. It is nice. Oh,
fire.
okay. I thought you were ready to do something.
But I can't wait for the Florida and Auburn game. That's gonna be an amazing game. But
Yeah, I'm rooting on the Cougars. The Cougars better win.
yeah.
I'm not a Cougars fan, but
I think Florida and Houston would be an amazing matchup. Florida
Auburn
and
versus Houston. Auburn will win.
no.
Okay, let's dive into the Final Four. We got the four final teams, as it is in the name. Houston, Duke, Auburn, Florida, all playing today, this afternoon. It's going to be a really fun afternoon today. How do y'all feel about these games? And what's y'all's storyline for the game?
to win.
I want Houston or Florida to win. I don't want Duke or Auburn.
Houston's winning the whole thing, bro. Watch.
Duke could win.
It's a really high possibility.
But in my mindset, I don't like that. So, in the Texas people's mindset, we don't like that. We want the Cougars to win.
We don't like
But
anything.
that would be nice to have a Houston team playing in San Antonio next weekend.
We don't like anything.
Whatever that is.
We don't like anything out of Texas, except we also don't like the Longhorns.
Actually, they already are playing in San Antonio, so that's
And we
nice.
don't like Dallas.
Yeah, any of their teams.
The only
Although I
thing-
am wearing a Rangers and After
The
right
only
now.
good stuff that came out of Dallas is the Dallas Cowboy.
I-45.
Of course, y'all love them. Okay. How do y'all feel about Joe Milton going to the Cowboys? Former Patriot, going to the Cowboys.
I don't even like the Cowboys.
And to make it even better, I'm
sorry,
pretty sure Joe Milton was drafted last year.
I'm sorry to be the grammar police here, but it's cowgirls, not cowboys. But
Dallas Donkeys.
So, to make it even better, the Patriots just drafted him last year. I'm pretty sure, if I'm right. You don't usually trade someone a year after drafting them, but the Patriots did that because they are so confident in Drake May and Stephon Diggs. Although they're probably also trying to loosen up that payroll a little bit, get rid of someone so they can bring on someone better. And they sent him over to the Cowboys. I was watching this one video, and it was like the Patriots talking to the Steelers, and he's the guy's role playing the Patriots, and he's like, "Oh, we'll give what's his name, Joe Milton, for anybody for anything good," and the Steelers offer a 7th round pick, and the Patriots like, no. It's like, that's probably what the kid is worth. And then the guy role playing the Steelers is like, no one's gonna take your offer then if you're not gonna accept the 7th round draft pick. And then the guy walks in as the Cowboys, and he's like, "I'll give you a 5th round pick." It's like, yeah, the Cowboys will take it. The Cowboys could take it.
Yeah, I just think also NFL draft is kind of. I feel like
It's
just
in
teams
on
are
us.
losing on
It's
purpose.
rigged.
Teams were losing on purpose to get a low draft pick.
And then they end up not really even successing off of it. I mean, you've seen it with the Patriots. The Patriots have been one of the best franchises in the NFL, and they go on, get like a top 20 draft pick. I think top 10 maybe last year. And they still fail. It's the same teams in the top 10 every year. Maybe a couple have been in and out, but it's usually
Not
Thanks.
usually. Texans,
No, I know. There's a kind of exception for
Even
teams,
top
but it's
around,
usually the
top
same
around.
few base teams that are still in that top 10, 5 every year. The Giants, the Jags, the Titans, they're all horrible. It's the same every year.
I feel like
The
also,
exception of a few that get thrown in and out. The Patriots got thrown in after Tom Brady leaving. So
I feel like also going back with the Patriots on the first episode of Sports Soccer Jack, the Travis Hunter trade. When we were talking
there was
about
no
that,
trade with Travis Hunter.
no, I'm not
Travis
sure.
Hunter hasn't been
You
drafted
know what
yet.
I meant. You know what I meant. Shut up.
Hey, grammar police.
But you know that Stephon Diggs went to the Patriots.
You know I'm happy about that.
I'm not happy about it. I don't think Gavin is either. But
Gavin,
we're not getting Travis. They're not getting Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is going to be the second or first round draft pick.
Bennett, I could never be disappointed in you. Gavin, I'm disappointed in you right now.
Nothing new.
Yeah, there's nothing new about that. I'm usually always disappointed in you. Bennett, I've never been disappointed in you. You're always just
Lucky you.
too happy. I was too happy. I like me.
If that's what you want to do. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we are gonna move on because I don't think that was even scheduled. But okay, the Astros are on kind of a landslide right now until they decide to win on, I'm pretty sure, Thursday. They decided to actually get a win for once. They lost a whole series to the Giants. They got swept at home in the home crowd. So they are right now, I'm pretty sure it's 3-4. They are 3-4, and they're taking on the 2-5 Twins today. Pretty sure they can win that. It is in Minnesota, but they won the other night, and it was a pretty simple game. Surprisingly, they skipped Friday, even though they're still playing in Minnesota. But I think the Astros can still win that. Can they get better? So y'all think the Astros can get better? They are on a landslide. Can they make it up?
Yeah, they can.
Totally.
Do you have any ways that they can do that? Any
Well,
ways that you think they
Messing
can?
around with Jose Altuve, messing around with their outfielders,
Mess around with
around with all the players in their positions, trying to find out where their home
best
is.
at. Where they're best
Yeah.
Because they threw Altuve in left field, and then during the Giants series, they pulled him back to second base. They pulled Altuve back to second base for the Giants series. So I think that kind of shifted everything a little bit because it's like he just started in left field. Now he's got to get ready to play second base again. Sure, he's done for 13 years, but he just played left field for bro.
We just
So-
saw like a decently sized fish jump up out of the water.
He's not used to Galveston. Like, this is an everyday
He
thing.
doesn't go to Galveston like
Yeah.
ever. He's been like once.
And we tested Gulf of
So have I, but
Yeah, we test the Gulf of America. Yeah, 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 yeah.
lucky y'all. Dodgers are on a hot streak. I wrote this a couple of days ago, and then they decided to lose Friday night. They lost to the Phillies 2-3, but they are still 8-1. They won an 8-game win streak, and then they just kind of flipped. But can they keep the hot streak going? Can they stay in the driver's seat for the whole season
I think yeah. But
up until the postseason?
Dodgers.
You think they can stay in the driver's seat up until the postseason?
They have a really good team right now.
I think it's possible. The lineup they have is good. I think they can keep it. They picked up some new players,
Ohtani.
and I think it is manageable. Sure, they made one loss. It's giving some Tampa Bay vibes a couple of years ago. But again, remember, Tampa Bay went like 20-game win streak and then didn't even make the playoffs. So as I'm always told, how you start is how you finish. The Dodgers have to keep this strong all year. Yeah, sure, you won 8
I feel
games.
like the Dodgers are going to be really good. They're starting really good off this season but the thing is, the time they get to play, the time.
Y'all did crash out a little bit. It stopped for a minute. Yeah, okay. We're going to take just a quick minute to wait for them to get back in. I'm going to assume they'll be in just a moment. If you didn't see the topics already, we're going to keep kind of moving forward on those topics as we keep going. I'm assuming they're going to get back in here soon. I'm going to just send a quick note to them. Make sure they're getting in. So, we're just currently waiting. It should not take very long. Yeah. I'm assuming they just have some bad internet over there. It is Galveston, so.
There we
Here
go.
we go. We're back.
Okay. So I was
Y'all have some really crappy internet out there.
I was
So,
just saying, Yeah, it's really windy out. Winds like 50 gusts, 60 gusts. So we're kind of cooked. So I'm losing my voice a little. So the
Oh, we can hear it.
Dodgers are going to be really good. They're using all their good in the beginning of the season. They're using all their energy, all the resources. The time they get to playoffs, they're going to be so tired. It's not going to be good for them.
I think that's sure they play back-to-back games like every week, but you account they have their breaks and players get some days off. Towards like mid-season, you might see them taking like 5-day break. That way they can get their rest, make sure that they are still in capable shape for the season. But I hate to say it, but I think the Dodgers can keep pushing forward. They can stay in the NL driver's seat, and I think they could end up being the 1-2 seed of the NL. I think that's how that's going to work. I think that is possible. We are going to move on. The Masters is this week in golf. I assume you pay attention to golf.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think can win the Masters this year?
I do not know who's playing, but Scotty Scheffler's playing.
Most of the league plays.
Scotty Scheffler.
Last year...
Is Scotty Scheffler playing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's playing.
Okay.
I'm
Long
pretty
story
confident
short,
Scotty
it's a
will.
funny story. We were at the Houston
It's
Open.
popping up that Rory and Scheffler are competing for the Masters title. It's kind of more likely that...
Around two
There's some small fish in the crab trap.
I know that. I said that. So around 2 years ago, we went to the Houston Open. I don't know who Scotty Scheffler was. I thought he was a normal guy, maybe like good golfer, gets paid $4 billion a year. I was talking to him. My dad said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the restroom. Stay here." When he got back, I was talking to Scotty Scheffler for 10 minutes before he was teeing off. Like, Scotty Scheffler's such a nice guy. We talked about how I said A&M's better than the UT in football.
He went to UT, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we all know that's not true. But I think Scotty or Rory has a chance.
Right, that's what I was seeing. Like, Rory and the Scotty are more likely to win than anybody else. Scotty won last year in 2024. 2023, it was John Rahm. I don't really know if he has a big chance this year. Probably not the best chance. Of course, 2022 was also Scotty Scheffler. Scotty Scheffler's won twice in the 2020s, so that's a big push for him. 2021 was, of course, Hideki Matsuyama. 2020 is as far as I'll go. 2020 was obviously Dustin Johnson, but that was in November because of COVID. That's as far as we'll go. But 2025, I think the odds are in Scheffler's favor. I don't think he is the world number one right now, but he was last year. Obviously, it's been up and down this year, but I think Scheffler can still persevere, make a footprint on the Masters, and win his third in 5 years. So, we're gonna move on. We have 2 new City Connects that have came out. That would be the Washington Nationals and the Astros. They both came out with them in March. And now we are waiting for a few other teams to come out with their City Connects. Gavin, you okay? You look constipated.
Huh?
Wanna play a game?
No. So the Nationals, if you didn't see it, I'll try and make a post on the jerseys later. The Nationals and the Astros both released their second City Connect ever. The Nationals unveiled their second iteration of their City Connect uniforms on March 23rd with a design that includes nods to the nation's capital. The Astros launched their new Nike City Connect 2.0 uniforms, another space-themed uniform with a nod to the past and an eye to the future on March 19th.
Can we get a round of applause? Can we get a round of applause for it?
Y'all heard that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it worked. I want to make sure. Okay. The Giants, San Francisco, not New York. Both kind of trash. They're set to release layers April 8th, so just this coming week. So we'll maybe throw in a little talk about that next weekend.
Starts at
And we can also talk.
May.
We'll also talk about the Rockies because they are releasing theirs on the 12th.
I would love to see the Rockets in a dark navy blue with red. That would look cool.
I was talking about the Rockies, but okay. This is MLB.
I said Rockets.
The Chicago White Sox are going to release layers on the 29th of April. That will cap off April. May, Miami Marlins are going to release theirs May 3rd. The Diamondbacks are going to release theirs May 5th. May the 5th be with you. No.
May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
How could you?
My bad. The Red Sox will be the last ones on the City Connect schedule that is actually scheduled. They will release theirs May 16th.
They're releasing.
A little late, but... And the Red Sox did make an announcement that fans will probably find theirs very controversial, which makes me a little mad that it's going to be like this again. Bennett, you good? Don't tell me you're the next one constipated. Okay. Here we go. Move on to the next topic. We have Houston versus Duke. That is the highlight of the week for this show. Houston versus Duke. What do y'all got on this? Like, what is your opinion? What's your opinion on the Houston versus Duke game? Like, what do you think?
Duke's gonna throw a good game out there. They're gonna try their hardest, but it's gonna be a rough match for them too. They got really good everything. Like,
This is the one that you really want to see. This is probably going to remind me of Game 5 of the 2017 World Series between the Dodgers and the Astros. It was a back-and-back game. This is what it's probably going to be like, really back and forth. And you know what? Whoever can really hold on to the lead will win.
yeah.
It's not we started with 15 points ahead. No. Like,
That's like you're gonna win.
You-
You gotta keep your defense up now.
right, you got to keep everything going. Houston has been doing that all year. Duke has been doing that all year. These two teams are ready to clash, and this is obviously the better matchup since it is the later matchup coming in at 7:49 p.m. And then we have our second highlight of the week from this show. It's Auburn versus Florida. What do y'all expect out of that game?
Okay, so here I gotta say everything good about Florida. Everything good.
Auburn's winning.
So I'm going for Florida.
Look, this is going to be another tight matchup. Obviously, not as good as Houston versus Duke. Those two are like the best teams right now in the league, maybe sports right now. Obviously, I love to see a good SEC team win because I'm a SEC fan because I love the Aggies, aren't we all? But I'm not a Florida Gator lover. I am a hater. But also, Auburn is an SEC team.
Auburn.
We majority hate both teams. But at the end of the day, we love that our brackets are helpful when we make our March Madness brackets. And I still think Auburn can pull off a victory. But at the end of the day, if A&M can beat Auburn, Florida can beat Auburn. So
Perfect bracket, trust.
I don't have the perfect bracket, but I did do the secondary bracket, and I actually was perfect.
I saw Gavin's beating you this year. Let's check.
So I did their second chance bracket. ESPN released a second chance bracket. And I found the time to do one. I made like 3. One of my 3 are at 100% right now. So I need Auburn and Houston to win tonight to win it all. I don't even know what I win if I make it right. So, there's that. This has been a pretty quick show today, but we're going to just try and keep going. Ovechkin, last night, if y'all watch hockey, he tied one of the greatest players to ever step on the rink. I hate to say it because I am not an Oilers fan, I'm a Bruins fan, but he's one of the best to step on the rink. And his goal record, if I'm right, is 894 for a career, which is pretty masterful to get to. But Ovechkin, of course, he got to that number, and if he scores one more goal, he has the new record. This guy's been playing in the league for probably my whole life, like more than I can remember. He's been in this league forever, and very good player. and he is one away from a goal. That's pretty good. That's pretty good that he can get 895 goals in that career. And we're going to see how long he's been playing for. He's 39. And he started in 2005. So he has been playing for 20 years. That's awesome. To get 894, almost 895 goals in 20 years is a very, very big thing.
He's gonna reach 900.
He'll obviously slow down after the end of the season. He'll try to keep that number bumping.
Bro, with the amount of time that he's probably gonna keep playing, he's definitely gonna reach.
He won't. He's almost 40. He's 40 in September. He's retiring this year. I'll tell you. He kept playing so he could reach this number,
Like, if
but
he gets one more goal,
he's getting $5 million a year. He can retire very, very well.
if he gets one more goal and beats the record, and he only has to get 5 more goals, which I think to get 900, I think that he could do that.
He can. He could do that by the end of the season.
Yeah, he's probably gonna.
But here's the thing. It's April. The season ends in just a few weeks. Because NBA and NHL end in just a couple weeks. Because then the playoffs start running. So he could. The last couple months have been a very fast blur for him. I mean, he scored a goal almost every other game. But I think he is retiring after the season. I don't think they're going to make it to the playoffs, although I don't know their record. They could. If they make the playoffs, that's great. They might win it all, but he's retiring after this year. Play that. He's made a great living. He's 40. He can go make his own company or something, and do great. We are going to move on to the best part of the week, team picks.
Yeah.
Also, what was y'all's opinion on the Ovechkin? Do y'all pay attention, or is it like
Hockey.
Ovechkin? Y'all like a little bit? I know hockey isn't everybody's
Only reason I
favorite
know
sport.
about the
I can
Dallas
kind of
Stars
throw in
wasn't due
anything that I know. I just kind of try to throw in anything that I can find that's great and interesting. I know y'all don't love hockey, but kind of keep it going for everybody else. We are on the team picks now. We are going to start with, drum roll please, the Astros. Astros versus Twins. The Astros start at 1:10 this afternoon. Who y'all think?
Huh?
The Astros are gonna win.
Against who?
Astros versus Twins tonight not tonight, but at 1:10 this afternoon.
Like most of the West Coast or the West of the baseball, I don't pay attention because I don't really like any of the teams. It's only team I like over in the West side is San Diego.
City of Compton.
Hey, you forget that this is team picks, right?
I know, I'm just saying, but like, I don't pay attention to the Twins, so I'm gonna go for the Astros.
The Twins are on the west side. They're actually on the eastern side.
I wasn't talking. I'm talking like, shut up.
You'll learn next year. Obviously, I am an Astros fan. Pretty easy guess for me, Gavin. Don't put your phone in your mouth. That's just not a great idea. I think the Astros will win. It'll be a very packed game. Oh God, I'm tired this morning. It's gonna be a very packed game, but Astros will win. Gavin, who you got?
Like from the beginning, I just said Astros. I already know.
Yeah. Now, the Dodgers, they played last night. They lost to the Phillies, but they still have the 8-game hot streak running before the game. It is 8-1. The Dodgers are 8-1 this season. Dodgers versus Phillies, 3:05 o'clock. What do y'all think? 3:05. Yeah. What do y'all think?
Dodgers, since they've got such a stacked.
Dodgers.
Yeah, I don't like paying attention to any of these teams. I hate both of them. Obviously. Actually, both of these teams are the teams that we beat in the World Series. So,
Hey.
it's always nice. But I still think the Dodgers will pull it off. They took a little beat down last night. Wasn't that much of a beat down, but they could come back to it. So, come back in to Philly and relook and re-get. We have the Wizards versus the Celtics tomorrow night at 5. Who y'all got?
Celtics.
We're on the kind of final run for the season to look towards the postseason, and I am going to go with Celtics. I'm a Celtics fan, as you all know. I hate the Wizards with all I've got. So go Celtics. Here we go. Kings versus Cavaliers. The Cavaliers are the best team in basketball right now, and they are playing.
Cavaliers.
Yeah, the Cavaliers will win. I hate them, but we all deal with it. We have next the Hurricanes versus the Bruins tonight at 6. Who y'all got?
Hurricanes sound cool.
He goes by what sounds cool.
Yeah.
Hurricane sounds cool, but you're in Galveston right now. I don't think you want a hurricane.
Hurricane. It's so windy and knocked his hat off.
I am going Bruins. I don't think they can really win, but I'm still going Bruins. Then we have the Penguins versus the Stars today at 2. Who y'all got? Penguin and the Stars are really like at 50 wins right now. That's excellent.
I'm gonna go
Who y'all
Dallas. Dallas Stars. They got that.
Dallas Stars. The only reason I know Dallas Stars is because of Dude Perfect.
Dallas Stars.
Dang.
I mean, I almost feel like I can feel it, but at the same time I can't. It's because it's in my ear. I can like hear it. Okay, we are gonna move on to our last 2 picks. We have today at 5:09, very specific. It is the Final 4: Florida Gators versus the Auburn Tigers. Who y'all got?
Auburn.
Gator.
Auburn.
Look, for me, it's a big storyline, just like Houston and Duke. They're both SEC teams, so the SEC is getting in.
Here in Galveston, look what we have. Look what is in the garage. Swamp Thing.
Oh,
So we gotta do this.
so
Gavin, get your butt over here.
it's a big storyline, obviously, because in this case, the SEC will make it to the championship game, no matter what. Hey, y'all.
Yeah, what, huh?
You can't just abandon the set. Gavin, sit down. Come on. Y'all gotta act like a little more professional. Just please. For the sake of it. So the SEC makes it in, no matter what. That's a big thing for the SEC. They make it to the championship, no matter what. Although, can they win? Probably not. Who y'all got?
Who?
Did we already say this?
Duke. Oh, for Auburn?
Yeah.
I picked
Florida.
Auburn.
Florida.
It's a big storyline, as I said, but my bracket depends on this game. I am going Auburn. Auburn's going to win. So, and now we move on to the best game of the weekend, according to me, which it really is. Should be on everybody's schedule, everybody's pin board for the week. It is tonight at 7:49, also very specific because it's college. It is the 34-4 Houston Cougars taking on the 35-3 Duke Blue Devils. Who y'all got?
Cougs.
Here's the question. Are we going off our favorite team? Or who we... Okay, This is like asking a kid, who's
This is
favorite
your-
superhero? Do you like this person because their powers or
Right.
this? But, like, I'm going to say Houston because I like the team. It's not like I like the players, I like the team, not how they play, though. So
I
can
also just think that like Houston's just like a really well-rounded team, and they have like the ability.
Right.
Because Duke is a really good school and really good
These-
team.
They're really good, and they know what they're doing. They've been in this position before. So it's a big game. Bennett, did you release who you were picking?
I'm going to say Houston.
Yeah. Cougs.
Look, this is a very big game. And I might have said it a few times already, but this is a very big game for both the teams. You win, and you're in. You lose, you go home. So you're playing big or you're going home.
Yeah.
That's it. This is very far for these teams to make it. This is a big round of applause for these two teams, as they are being very good right now. It's obviously hard enough to get this far, and it's even harder to just beat the other number 1 team in the nation. But I am going to go Cougars. The Cougars can win it. It's not that hard to do for them. They just got to win. Put that on the mindset. Just win. That's it. Go Cougars, go. All right. I think that's all we've had to do with. That is it for Sports Talk with Jack. I thank y'all for watching. This is Jack. I'm Jack. That's Gavin. That's Bennett. Good day, everybody.